topics? Ready?
Serve it up. I think you are. All right, so let's start this off with a new term that's taking over the dating scene. Check it out.
He wants to marry me.
Thank you.
All right, it's a delusionship. So what exactly is that anyway? Well, based on the TikToker's comment in that video, I know it was a quick one, but based on that and her friend's reaction, it's definitely all in her head. The delusionship is not a relationship. It's also not a situationship. In a situationship, there is some romance, but there's no clear definition, boundaries, or commitment, you know. But a delusionship is defined as a type of relationship where one person was delusional the entire time, and the relationship never really existed in the first place.
Ooh.
Essentially, it was all in their head. Signs of being delulu include fantasizing about someone you barely know, mapping out your entire life with a person when you're nowhere near together, or, like it or not, turning down real potential relationships because you're so focused on that person who probably doesn't even know you exist. So I don't have to ask you if you like it or not when it comes to it, but what do you think of this whole delusionship
I have
scenario?
a lot of sympathy because I could see that being early 20s Amanda. That seeing some guy thinking he's so cute, so dreamy, immediately envisioning our Christmas cards with our 3 children's beautiful faces.
You've already planned the wedding song.
It was going to be amazing. I already had the wedding. I just needed to plop him in.
Yes.
So I have a lot of sympathy because I could definitely see me doing that at a young age. However, I think it's important to have those really good girlfriends who are saying, what are you doing? Where are we at with this? And maybe he's not that into you, but I think if it's just in fun, it's not harmful.
Okay, speaking of good girlfriends, I got a story for you, but I want to start with Erin. Your take.
I'll just say, like, I do relate because there was this guy I was super into, and he was being really evasive in my 20s, and he told me he didn't want a girlfriend, and a month later he got a girlfriend, and that was a lesson learned. Go by how someone treats you, not what they tell you.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was a lesson learned. I never let someone treat me like that again.
And believe that intuition is never wrong. All right, Chef Amy, divulge.
Well, I agree with you, and my opinion is, what I've learned over time is, if he likes you, you'll know.
There you go.
You have to ask the question. He doesn't.
You will know.
Just quickly, I went on a trip with a friend a couple of years ago, and I got back from vacation. She called me crying her eyes out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? She was like, oh, he stood me up. He didn't show up. I was like, oh my gosh, you had a date. Where were you all supposed to go? I don't know. What time was he supposed to pick you up? I don't know. And I was like, what did he say? Well, he sent me a text message saying, you know, slip on your red dress, and I'll take you out. And I went, wait a minute. That is not a date. That is a lyric from a song. Johnny Gill's My, and this is true. This is a true story. But she liked him so much that everything just defied logic.
It's new, it's exciting, and this is going to be an amazing story we're going to tell.
And she bought 5 red dresses on Amazon, by the way. So yes, be clear. Talk to your good girlfriend before you get caught up in a delusionship. All right, let's talk about another ship, but friendship. 4 myths of adult friendships according to psychology today. Can't wait to see what you all think. First myth, you need a best friend. Experts say having a bestie is aspirational, but not always possible. Myth number 2, if you don't invest a lot of time, the friendship isn't worth it. Experts say friendships require time and energy, but there's no need to define just how much. Number 3, social media friends don't count as friends. Experts say if social media is your space where you feel connected, validated, seen, there's no need to dismiss those online friendships. And finally, myth number 4, this is a big one, friends are forever. Because experts say outgrowing people and places is a natural part of life. Amen to that. 4 myths of adult friendships. Do we like them or not?
I like some of them. I like the idea that maybe friendship is just a season, and you can sort of think about it in that terms, like this was great for this part of my life. But the part about that, you know, you don't need a best friend, I think you do need a best friend, or you need a best friend that you can go to that you would never tell anyone else, and you know they are not going to judge you. They're going to give you real advice. So I don't know if I agree with everything. I think I'd also like to know what their friendships are like, whoever. And the social media one, I completely disagree. I think that you can have amazing friends that maybe you've only met one time or you've never met. They're cheering you on. They're excited for you. So again, who are your friends?
Yeah, it gets a half like it from Amanda here. Chef Amy?
I think, yeah, I mean, I think like maybe one or two besties is good, and sort of things change over time. Sometimes people you hang with in your 20s, you know, are not suited for your 40s or something like that. But generally, and I think, I don't know, social media, yeah, people are cheering you on. So as much as you might think it's like kind of artificial, they are in your fan club. So at some point you're probably gonna meet them.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
right, support. Right. I like that a lot. I mean, and I will say, to speak to that, I have girlfriends I grew up with. They're busy with their kids in the suburbs, and I'm out here in D.C. I might hear from them every few months, but that doesn't mean they're not my best friends for life.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I love that. I agree with all that said, and I do like the list, but I do think you still have to have that real life confidant in your life. So overall, like it for me. All right, well, remote work has its pros and cons. We know that by now. And this next topic could be either way, depending on if you're an employee or an employer. Now, we talk about hush trips. If you haven't heard of them, a hush trip is when a remote worker takes a trip without telling their manager they are on vacation. A Resume Builder survey found that 57% of people who have taken a hush trip may not have been actively working, but they made it look as if they were. For example, they may take a Zoom call and make the virtual background their home office. Some say it's a cure for work burnout. Nothing wrong with it. But others say it's just plain deceptive. We want you to chew on it, though. Remote workers taking hush trips. Do you like it or not? Let's see. So far, 80% of you are here for this. And you can vote by scanning the QR code, also on our website, fox5dc.com. Like it or not, hush trips.
I think if you are getting the work done, it shouldn't matter where you are. Now, I have seen the TikToks. There was a guy that was literally in a pool, and he was...
I saw that too!
With like a tent around him. But if he got his work done, he showed up to his meetings, he got his work done, whether you're in a pool or you are in your home office or you're hanging out in Disney or Hawaii or wherever, like...
The end justifies the means.
Right.
I mean,
and
come on.
I'm okay with it.
Here's the thing. We personally can't do hush trips because we got to be present. Same with you.
Yeah.
If you're not at the restaurant, people are going to notice. So those are options for some crews.
Like, this doesn't taste the same.
But now that I know that they have a green screen for the zip trips, bear with me. What if I packed it up and I went to a Caribbean island for 2 weeks and I just got up at the same time and did the traffic from there? I feel like our viewers would be cheering on my vacation.
They would be. And the only reason I don't like it is because I can't take hush trips because of the nature of my job. But as a business owner, though, what do you think?
No.
No, that was an easy one. She's like,
Absolutely not.
yeah.
No.
Be honest with your boss, right?
Yeah, be honest. Yeah.
Well, I will say I did go on vacation a couple of times. It was my actual vacation, but it was my friend's hush trips. So I get it.
Yeah.
But that's different.
Keep it on Instagram.
Yeah, I was just
You
there.
got to be quiet when they were on a Zoom meeting, right?